In NBA 2K25, I found the most fun when it comes towards using some type of dribbling slasher. The stereotype says to focus on shooting, then defense with playmaking and finishing as an afterthought, but today I'm bringing back a player from recent history who changed the game with his athleticism. Blake Griffin of the Lob City LA Clippers. When you think of Blake, you remember him for his dunking, his athletic ability. From jumping over cars to his social media highlight dunks, this build is designed to relive those fun, highlight reel moments in NBA 2K25 Next Gen. This build will feature contact dunks, pro dribble animations, and the best layup style. So, my favorite Blake Griffin moment is when Jamal Crawford did an in-between the legs alley-oop on the fast break, and Blake finished with a windmill dunk, and it's really that kind of excitement that we're chasing here in NBA 2K25. So the key badges for this build are gold to Hall of Fame posterizer. Alongside suit with a good amount of playmaking badges, I've crafted this build to be a true 1v1 nightmare, but it's balanced enough for all game modes, and from 1-on-1 to 5s, this build is going to have a lot of success. So slashers in NBA 2K25 are really unmatched, especially when it comes towards focusing on interior play. If you watch Blake Griffin in the Lob City days with Chris Paul and DeAndre Jordan, you know what kind of highlights this team produced. Now, today's NBA has somewhat moved away from, that raw athleticism, although players like Zach LaVine and Zion Williamson still carry that torch, but Blake Griffin in his prime, I'm telling you, unmatched to any player nowadays. So, experimenting with dunks in NBA 2K25 has definitely been one of my favorite aspects of the game, especially with exploring new playstyles. So, this build has the potential to reach a 99 in strength, which is really crucial for stopping bigger defenders like power forwards and centers, and especially post scorers. But from my experience this year, stopping post scorers does not require just maxed out strength and interior defense or even block ratings, but a lot of defensive IQ and the correct takeovers. And on second thought, when it comes towards the actual takeovers and your understanding of the game, this is going to be key, because without equipping the basic defensive requirements, even the best stats and attributes won't save you against post scores this year. So this build offers a full package, allowing you to stop big man while really not sacrificing anything from your offensive side. So remember, in NBA 2K25 you can pretty much make any type of changes to your own play style, but something that I feel like is really special about slashing and dribbling this year is that once you master these new mechanics, I'm telling you, this is going to be one of the most fun and overpowered ways to play. I have gotten so many different contact dunk animations, and on top of that, man, the community is going to try to dictate your playstyle and dictate on the way that you actually enjoy the game. So if you're on the fence about making, a hybrid slasher, just do it now. And if you want to play together in the park, be sure to add me up. Y'all see my PSN down below. But even with just a 63-point rating shot, builds like these slashers can definitely hit consistently from 3. Now, I think that exactly makes this build perfect for any 1v1 setting. I've actually found that maintaining gold to Hall of Fame posterizer is really that sweet spot rather than chasing the legend version. So it really does give you the most bang for your buck, and it's the best option for slashers in my opinion. So now everything that you're seeing from the dribbling is what I've learned on my own, especially when it comes towards being able to, be a true threat on that defensive side while being able to maintain some really heavy offensive abilities. Makes it all the better. Now look, there's going to be one minor learning curve, and that's going to be how to shoot with a low 3-point rating. On this build, you can see though, I'm able to shoot from mid-range. On this build, you can actually also maintain a 99 when it comes towards that mid-range shot if you do pick the correct takeover. So, especially when it comes towards slashers, I think it's very important to at least keep somewhat of a shot in your build, whether that's from the 3-point shot or mid-range. Even when it comes towards builds of the past from the OG two-way slashing playmakers, those builds were still able to shoot even with just a 53-point rating. So I can definitely say this year in NBA 2K25, it's all going to come down to how much time you put into learning the new mechanics. Now, on top of that, bro, this build gets a good amount of animations to select from. For being a slasher, bro, you get pretty much the best jump shot, bases, and releases, a good amount of those pro dribble animations, but being able to really defend on the interior. Now, on top of that, when you're building a slasher, do not forget about that mid-range. At least put up your mid-range to at least, I would say, about a 70 and above. Now, extending your shooting range forces defenders to play up, giving you the choice from either driving, shooting, making you one of the most versatile threats on the floor. You know, this build is really unique, focusing on also those pro standing contact dugs, and really at the height of 6'10", which I found to be the sweet spot for defending positions 1 through the 5 without being too small. So comment down with the height you're running this year, whether you're new to 2K or a veteran. I'm curious on your thoughts on height in NBA 2K25. So, you know, here we are building the most positive 2K community. God bless every single one of you. Which NBA player do you want to see next? Let me know down below in the comments. So, a slasher that can shoot a bit from mid-range shot and three-pointer, can really manipulate the defense into playing high, and that allows for more dribble moves. So I'll be sure to put a pop-up card right here with some of the best animations to equip. And remember those original two-way playmaking slasher builds? If you know, you know. That build is straight nostalgia, potentially being the best in the game now at the height of 6'10". I can say this does remind me of those two-way slashing playmaker guards back in the day. And on top of that, if you do add in the Great Wall Takeover, giving you a plus 15 put towards that strength for a total of a 99, you're unstoppable on both ends of the court. I truly did not chase somebody else's playstyle with this build. I wanted to create something more unique and fun as a slasher, and the name of the build is great, but most importantly, it overwhelms the defense. I've used it in rec, even with a low pass accuracy. I've managed to get some fast break assist, and you know, showing you that you can still work with some lower stats if you're careful. So I wouldn't recommend this build for the 3v3 unless you're really mindful about passing, but with the right approach you can succeed. And if you want the full build tutorial, let's aim to get 200 likes on this video and I will be sure to drop a part 2. Some of my favorite dunk packages to use in the game, and this is just to help y'all out a little bit, so you're going to want to aim for the Sean Kemp package. Also, I wouldn't say Zion Williamson, I like LeBron James a little bit more. Even when it comes towards Giannis Antetokounmpo, and especially his layup style, that is something that I would look to aim towards. Now, even when it comes towards other aspects of the build, the dribble animations, you're definitely going to want to aim to go for the pro. If you get the normal, that is okay, but especially for basic size up escape, that's going to be key to maintain on this build, and that's how you see me do a majority of these side to side cheese. Even with just the pro contact dunks on this build, I can definitely say that it makes a huge difference when it comes towards post scoring. So I just want to say thank every single member of the Rich family for supporting me on this journey to 10K. Earning a logo was a community effort, and none of this would be possible without Jesus Christ and all of you. So I love y'all, and this is just the beginning of where we are headed. So if you have not done so already, try using a slasher this year, and I'm telling you, it's really going to change your perspective of the game. Now, on top of that, man, you can pretty much do a little bit of everything, which is why I think this is one of the most special builds to use. So once again, thank you so much for your support. God bless every single one of you. And if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family, and last but definitely not least, with all that being said though, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.